fans, we welcome you back to Minor League Baseball, the show. It is the final game at Arkansas Travelers and the San Antonio Missions. Tomorrow the Missions return home as they are greeted by the visiting Frisco Rough Riders for a 4-game set. And after that 4-game set, the visiting Midland Rockhounds come. Missions will be on the road for the next 8 games after the 8-game homestand. Missions will return home to greet the visiting Springfield Cardinals for a 3-game set. Go online now and purchase and print your tickets from home. Also follow the Missions all season long with the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball. You can download that on any smartphone. And right now, here is your starting lineups. First, for the visiting San Antonio Missions. Batting first in second baseman, Mitch O'Keefe. Keefe is second. Center fielder, Will Rader, will bat second for San Antonio. Rader as center. Batting third, the first baseman, Willie Venezuela at first. Batting fourth in right field, Robert Doherty at right. Alan Cordoba will be the left fielder. He'll bat fifth for San Antonio. Cordoba at left. Gerardo Aponte will be the third baseman. He'll bat sixth for San Antonio. Aponte the third. Designated hitter Daryl Hightower will be batting seventh for San Antonio. Hightower the DH. Henry Cabral will be the shortstop. Cabral as short. Justin Ryan will be the catcher as he rounds out the batting order for San Antonio. Ryan in catching. And on the mound for San Antonio, Ryan Mitchell. Mitchell, today's Missions pitcher. Now here's your starting lineup for the Arkansas Travelers. Batting first in shortstop, Dave McDermott is short. Cleanup hitter is third baseman William Crump in cleanup. Also cleanup in shortstop, Dave McDermott. Batting third and first baseman, Dan Vogelbeck at first. Batting fourth and second baseman, Gordon Beckham at second. Batting fifth in right field, Keith Roman at right. Tony Casto will be the center fielder. He'll bat sixth for Arkansas. Batting seventh in catching position, David Freitas catching. Leo Silva, designated hitter, will bat eighth for Arkansas. Silva, the DH. Aaron Benjamin will be the left fielder as he rounds out the batting order for Arkansas. Benjamin at left. On the mound for the Travelers lineup, Miguel Carrillo. Today's Arkansas Travelers pitcher. There's your starting lineups.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Arkansas Travelers and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Brian Mitchell, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Standing in, Dave McDermott, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First offering on its way. And we are underway as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. A bouncer up the middle. O'Keefe up the middle. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. And now a look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Coming to the plate now, William Crump. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he'll miss the target away with a fastball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Dan Vogelbach is next as he'll take a look at ball 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Swinging a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, a little top of the order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
Hero, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Pete Roman.
Settling in now, Pete Roman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
1-1.
Crump at second. Vogelbach on at first with 2 down. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. Lays off 2-2 now. Line towards center field. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get one home and maybe two. And the runner will score from second. Now both men are across to score. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Into the box, Tony Casto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Fouled off. And now a pitch on the way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 0-2 once more. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Standing in now, David Freitas, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Count even now at 1-1. The 1-1 home is taken down and in for a ball.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
3-1 now. 3 runs already home here. 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Arkansas leads this thing 3-0. Miguel Carrillo, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, as starting pitchers go, he's not real tall. Now, we've seen plenty short guys be very successful, but one of the keys is having good deception by changing speed. The ball doesn't come out from a high angle, so it appears to come in a little flatter. That means pitchers need to come in at different speeds to really fool hitters. We'll see how he does with that here.
Stepping into the box, Mitch O'Keefe. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Grounded to short. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
Into the box, Will Rader, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit back up the middle. Beckham from shallow center. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on the show right after this. Next will be the designated hitter, Leo Silva. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball. All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And manning the hot corner today is a guy with one of the quickest reactions in the game. That's it at third base. A step and a dive, a little bit of range, but you better be reacting. And you better be able to have some serious hands and a strong arm to get it over to first. And he checks all the boxes.
First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. And that one just missed outside. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
2-2. Short, hit hard. Cabral loves it. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Now batting, shortstop, Dave McDermott.
Digging in to try it again, Dave McDermott. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Oh, and he misses it. He takes the turn and heads for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
You don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after a 2-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Into the box now, William Crump. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Misses, ball 2. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Robert Doherty, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. In there, a base hit.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Alan Cordova.
Now at the plate, Alan Cordova. Here's the first pitch to him. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Doherty on at first. Nobody out. Hit to short. Played on the backhand. Beckham for one. But they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
In now, Geraldo Aponte. He swings and grounds it to short. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Daryl Hightower. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. And to score, the runner from second.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
Standing in now, Henry Cabral. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Casto is there, two gone. Now to the plate, Justin Bryant. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. And now a jump throw against his body. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Travelers lead it 3-1. Riding in once again, Dan Vogelbach. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And they can't run it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as it's now a 4-1 ball game.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
No outs, nobody on. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters, and go Gretz bench.
Into the box, Keith Roman. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Cordova will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, Tony Castro.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tony Castro. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. 2 out, nobody on. Little flare out to left. Cordova is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Arkansas leads this thing 4-1. Leading off the inning, Mitch O'Keefe, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Mitch O'Keefe.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. McDermott scoops it up, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Will Rader.
Ready for another chance. Will Rader. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Into the box now, Willie Valenzuela. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-0. Bounce to first. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Roll. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
In now, Robert Doherty. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Benjamin on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it into third base, as on the F7 he gets in there with 2 away.
Number 8, Alan Cordova.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alan Cordova. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Standing in now, Geraldo Aponte. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Designated hitter.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
Stepping in now, Darryl Hightower. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. He's trying to at least tie this one up here, if not bring home a couple and take over the lead here in the early going. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 4 hits here. No errors, and 3 left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Travelers lead it 4-2. Digging in now, David Freitas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. Foul. Two pitch just missed. Line towards center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
Now batting, designated hitter, Leo Silva.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Leo Silva. He flew out in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Freitas aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Throw won't get him.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Into the box, Aaron Benjamin, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Popped him up. Valenzuela is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Dave McDermott. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Doherty has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
Now batting, third baseman, William Crump.
Digging in once again, William Crump. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning.
Okay. You know you can't have that up here.
At the plate, Henry Cabral comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
In now, Justin Ryan. Swing and a line drive. Foul. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lifted in the air out to center field. Casto is there. 1 out.
Now batting, second baseman, Mitch O'Keefe.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mitch O'Keefe. First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here the side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Arkansas leads this thing 4-2. Dan Vogelbach is next.
Leading off for Arkansas.
First delivery to him on the way.
Yeah, Matt, that last at bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Aponte over to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Gordon Beckham.
Here's the second baseman now, Gordon Beckham. On its way is pitch number 75. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Smoke toward the hole. O'Keefe fields it cleanly. Throw to first takes care of Beckham for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 2, Heath Roman.
Ready for another shot now. Heath Roman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. 0-1 count. Here it comes. A fastball that finds the outside corner. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Will Rader. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Will Rader.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Soft liner towards center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Now batting,
Lawn darts and hand grenades right there. Mixing in some knocks would be unlikely.
Ready once again, Willie Valenzuela. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way. Line towards center field. Casto patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting, right fielder, Robert Doherty.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Robert Doherty. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A shot down the first base line. Ready with the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Reined in. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Striding in once again, Tony Casto.
Center fielder, Tony Casto.
First pitch of the at-bat. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
1-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Designated hitter, Leo Silva.
Ready for another shot now. Leo Silva, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. Line toward right center. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. The throw into second. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Into the box now, Aaron Benjamin. No balls and a strike to count. And he takes strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Silva at second with 2 down. Hit out towards second. To his right, O'Keefe. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The 3 of us are back with more following this. Digging in and looking for more, Alan Cordova. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Casto has it in his tracks. And that's the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 24.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Geraldo Aponte. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lined into right, a base hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Gerald Hightower.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Daryl Hightower. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line drive to center field. That's in there, base hit. And a relay home, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Stepping in now, Henry Cabral. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Benjamin on the move, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, catcher, Justin Ryan.
Digging in once again, Justin Ryan. Here comes the first pitch. Rounded down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double. And he will slide across with the tying run as they battle back to knock things at 4.
And that just pains a pitcher. They're already given up a run in the inning, and he has 2 outs, almost out of trouble, but then serves up a mistake. The runner busted around the bases to score from first, and the hitter is in scoring position on second.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He departs in a tie ball game, but he is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Standing in now, Mitch O'Keefe, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full, and we are tied 4-4. Back here for Texas League Baseball on the show. We're off to the 7th inning now, but first let's have a look at our game summary to see how we got here. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Dave McDermott. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Fouled away. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out, as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. that could prove to be pivotal.
William Crump is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Doherty is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Dan Vogelbach. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Another one sent foul. Another 0-2 home. Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. Foul. The next 0-2. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. The three of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. Digging in, the switch hitter, Will Rader. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
Will Rader.
First offering on its way. Grounded to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting. First baseman.
Ready for another chance, Willie Valenzuela. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Into the box, Robert Doherty. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw, and he is out at third base, trying to move up as a possible go-ahead run, and the inning is over. Gordon Beckham will get his shot when we return. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Here's the second baseman now, Gordon Beckham. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And now Beckham swings and lifts a high fly ball with good carry on it out to deep left field. And they have taken the lead. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Luis Vila is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 6, Luis Villa.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
3-2 now. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land out there just foul. A good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1. Ready once again, Tony Casto. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Scooped up, throw on to first, 2 gone.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. Now the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on the solo home run, as that'll give them the lead. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Travelers lead it 5-4.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Arkansas, number 30, Alberto Vasquez.
Alan Cordoba hits next. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Roman has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Digging in now, Geraldo Aponte. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. He pulls this one into right. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4. You know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Into the box now, Daryl Hightower as he grounds one briskly to short. Beckham for 1. On to first, and they turn another one. Their 4th of the afternoon, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. Arkansas leads this thing 5-4. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Leo Silva, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Hit out towards second. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single. Digging in, Aaron Benjamin.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive, and you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
And that's in there, base hit.
Now batting, Georgia.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Dave McDermott. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Into the corner and slicing foul. From the belt, the pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Silva over at second. Benjamin on at first with nobody out. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit. You can tell he's starting to feel for it.
2-2. Fastball that just misses inside. William Crump will be next. None out, runners at first and second. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one. Hit the other way out toward right field. Doherty is there. 2 down. Dan Vogelbach is next. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch takes a knee-high fastball. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he lays off for ball 1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Vogelbach behind, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Cordoba's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Travelers lead it 5-4. Enrique Gutierrez takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Enrique Gutierrez.
Striding in to start the 9th, Henry Cabral. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Henry Cabral.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Line to the right side. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Stepping in now, Justin Ryan, as he hits one on a line to left field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Mitch O'Keefe.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Mitch O'Keefe, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? There's 1 on to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
In now, Will Rader, and he puts it on the ground to second. And the throw will be in time as they'll wind up stranding the possible tying run at third base. And this ball game is over.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in their face and salt this game away for his guys.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Arkansas Travelers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Sean Ibarra earns the victory on the mound. Brian Mitchell takes the loss despite working 7 strong innings. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game is for the victorious Travelers. 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the mission, 4 runs, 17 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.